What is going on, Ive Warriors? So today we have this gentleman by the name of Corey Armstrong Fitz, and he's going to go ahead and break down mistakes to avoid when intermittent fasting. Let's see what he has to say. Is he right? Is he wrong? Are there more important mistakes you should look for, or is he, hitting it right on the money? Is he knocking it out of the ballpark? All right, let's go ahead and watch this video. Let's enjoy.
Mistakes to avoid when intermittent fasting. So the first one is not getting enough water. I can't tell you how many times I talk to my clients and they got these cute little glasses of water, these little mugs that they take to work. It's fine, it's cute, but when you're fasting, you need tons of water, at least 128 ounces, a full gallon, to be able to give your body proper hydration to metabolize fat. So instead, guys,
I 100% agree with him telling you that you not getting water is something that you should do, or it's a big mistake if you don't do. I think a lot of people do drink water because just the feeling of a necessity to consume something and knowing that you could consume water without any calories. I think that this is one of those kind of things that people, it's almost understood that they're going to drink water. It comes with the process of fasting. But even importantly, he says to help you metabolize fat. I lean more in the sense that water basically just helps hydrate you, and that helps put you in a better mood. It helps you with things like headaches. People experience headaches because of lack of hydration, and a lot of people that do intermittent fasting that decide not to hydrate end up getting those kind of symptoms because they're basically not drinking water. So water has a lot of important elements, and especially when you're fasting, because you're not constantly eating, you can find yourself a little dehydrated. So it's always important to be drinking water. And you could also, drink carbonated water, whatever you want to do, but as long as it doesn't break your fast, you should be fine. And liquids can assist you in that.
hey guys, what you want to do is you want to get big bottles. I'd recommend starting with like a half gallon, because all you got to do is run through 2 of these to meet your water goal for the day, or you just be a straight bro like me, just get a full gallon and walk into your job with that motherfucker. Next up, as I see a lot of guys use artificial sweeteners or 0-calorie sweeteners to be exact in their coffee and in their teas, and what that does is actually spikes insulin, which is going to make you hungrier.
Okay, artificial sweeteners does not spike insulin. There are some sweeteners where if you take them, because the way that the body works is there are preparation things that happen before digestion. So the body's anticipating certain things, and they might release some insulin and then realize that there was no need for it once you consume it. Now, your taste buds, your tongue, there's receptors there where the all that's happening when you're taking sweeteners is that they're tricking the receptors to believe that you are eating something that's sugary. That's why there's a weird aftertaste after you drink something that has a sweetener in it, like Diet Coke, for example. You drink Diet Coke, it tastes sweet, and then when it goes past your taste buds, past those receptors, it has this weird taste because it's back here, you're not tasting that sweetness, right? So what the thing that's kind of confusing for some people is that not all artificial sweeteners created that insulin kind of spike or that insulin preparation where your insulin goes up, thinking that, kind of almost like you're tricking your insulin, thinking that sugar is about to come in, glucose is about to come in. I believe only sucralose was triggered that. So that's not necessarily the case. And even when it does it in a very minimal kind of preparatory way where it goes right back down after. So technically, would I recommend to use sweeteners? No, because there are all these different things with the body and not understanding if it's sugar or not. I wouldn't recommend it, but he is overstating that what the effects will be, because it's not necessarily going to spike your insulin. It's not sugar at all. Insulin insulin increases so that it can go ahead and manage the sugar that's coming into the bloodstream. There isn't any sugar with artificial sweeteners, but there are little kind of complex biological reactions to consuming artificial sweeteners.
So now it's going to destroy your fast, but it's going to throw off your hunger hormones and make you want to eat more. Same goes for these guys.
It can be stated that it does kind of make you want to eat more because it gives you the sense of eating something sweet. And usually even if you eat highly palatable foods that are doused in sugar, right? Simple carbohydrates that like chips and whatever, honey buns or whatever, those things, you could get a lot of calories out of them, but you're not going to feel the satiety of it. You're not going to feel this. You're not going to feel satiated. You're not going to feel satisfied. So you're going to want to eat more of it. Those things make you want to eat more. That's why people can eat big bags of chips all day, because they're constantly wanting more because of that sensation. So that is true. You could get that sensation to want to eat more when you feel that you're eating something that is highly palatable, and that could happen when you're being tricked by artificial sweeteners, if you get what I'm saying.
Diet sodas. Yes, it says 0 calories, but it has artificial sweeteners in it, which is going to give you an insulin response, signaling your body to want to eat more. So it's going to make it very hard to stay in a fasted state. So there is a right and a wrong way to do intermittent fasting. I wrote a whole guide on it. If you want a free copy, type the word fasting below and I'll send you one. Mistakes to avoid.
All right, so those were his mistakes. I wouldn't say that those are big, super mistakes to avoid. There's other mistakes that could be more important. I've made so many different mistakes videos on intermittent fasting. I would recommend you guys go watch it. It's in my video catalog. But some of the stuff, he was a little bit off base in terms of explaining it correctly, like with artificial sweeteners and even water, not explaining the most important thing of water is to keep your hydration, not to activate body fat burning, but it's more to keep you hydrated and protect you from symptoms that are uncomfortable when intermittent fasting. Because when you eat throughout the day, you're constantly hydrating yourself, even if you're not drinking directly out of, there's water in the food, there's water in the things that you're eating, so it keeps you constantly hydrated. While with intermittent fasting, because there's so many gaps of not eating, water is essential to keep you hydrated, to stop, those symptoms like headaches and stuff, especially headaches. Headaches is one of the biggest things that happen if you're not hydrated, so you got to make sure that you hydrate. Artificial sweetener, I would say, I don't know. I don't think that this guide is that good, in my opinion. No offense to him. I'm sure he has other content that's great. He clearly looks to be somebody who does intermittent fasting and is a proponent for intermittent fasting, which, kudos to him. But I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Let me know what you think down in the the comment section below. Let me know what your biggest mistakes are to give to other people. Put it down in the comment section. I want to see what you guys have to say about that. I want to see if the veterans kind of that have gone through it and could teach other people that are coming into intermittent fasting for the first time. And of course, hit that like button because it helps the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button because that also helps the channel, and that's all we ask for here at Fledge Fitness. And of course, we're going to keep on watching these videos just for you. And until the next one, guys, peace out.